So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually too much speed. Now, I've told people before in the past that you should focus on speed, and that is still correct. So let's go into, for an example, a regular scenario. What I'll see all the time people doing is exaggerating the speed of the initial flick. So basically, you go to flick to the target, and instead of landing like that on the target, you'll go to flick, but you'll land next to the target and rely on your micro adjustments every single time. Now, it's not bad to use micro adjustments, but people use them in the wrong way. So instead of using micro adjustments as a fallback feature that, oh shit, if I fuck up, then I'll use micro adjustments, they use it as a standard feature in every single one of their flicks. And that's what happens when you exaggerate that speed and then go to correct it. I know people have been told that you should do the barred pill, and that is technically the barred pill. I think it's completely the wrong approach. What you should want to do is actually try to flick as close to or on the bot as possible. And the only way you can actually improve that is by two ways. Number one is confirming before you're clicking. You can use my 4B click method, for example, or you can use a very tested method, which is actually centering your crosshair dead in the middle of the bot. So you don't click until your crosshair is exactly at the center of the bot. This way of confirming will actually help you to realize when you're on target or not, and is super powerful. And number two is actually going to be those pokeball scenarios, drawing clean lines from target to target, you know what I mean? Going slowly in clean lines in pokeball, not in static. So that's number one. Number two is actually too little speed. Now, if we have too little speed, we want to do something completely different. Of course, being better at pokeball and better at static will also help the speed, but what we want to actually do is something like this. Write in a scenario that is speed focused, but has bots that probably stand still. It's sort of like pokeball, except the bots are a lot larger. And here you can go ham. Here you can not care about like micro adjustments, not care about whatever you're doing. Here, you just want to flick as fast as you can and focus on speed. What this will then allow you to do is these lines will be a lot faster and you'll actually land more accurately on them. This combined with pokeball will help you a lot in static. So now we're going to take a look at one of these examples of somebody I'm coaching who's doing the exact same thing. So look at his flicks, as you can see here. See how he's exaggerating that initial speed every single time, and that leads him to sometimes click around or next to the target. He's always flicking and always micro adjusting, which is what I talked about earlier. Now, he's gotten a lot of cleaner lines to pokeball, for example, but we still aren't where we want to be because he's exaggerating that initial flick, as I talked about earlier. So in summary, you want to be working on pokeball, drawing clean, smooth lines, and also not exaggerating that initial flick in static, and you want to be confirming that you're on target before clicking in static, and you also want to use speed target switching to assist your speed. So if we measure accuracy and speed on a scale, when focusing on accuracy, we want to have really clean technique, and when focusing on speed, we want to ensure we push 10 to 20% faster than we normally do. And these people who struggle with too much speed are usually pushing it to like 40 to 50% speed focus, and ultimately that exaggerated speed focus is the what leads to those uncontrollable initial flicks and sometimes even shaking. Now with this, I've actually released a completely new playlist and something I've never seen done before. What this playlist is going to be doing is going to be playing one pokeball scenario and then one static scenario. Basically, you're going to be conditioning yourself to draw cleaner and cleaner lines with the help of pokeball and then the static scenario. So it's really interesting and a super unique way to actually play static. And your micro adjustments. So that's it. Hope you liked this video. Thank you for being a part of the community. Do consider joining up for my aim coaching, or perhaps just join the Discord. I do have a playlist compendium in the description as well that not a lot of people know about. So that's it. Yeah, peace.